Hello and welcome guys and welcome to this short vlog. And yes, in this particular vlog I'm going to communicate a very effective study plan for all those students who are working and doing CMA simultaneously. Of course guys, I know that after CMA you are doing your articleship. Many students are doing their articleship, and along with doing articleship they are continuing to give their final examination, and sometimes you don't get enough time for your preparation for examination. Of course, I would expect that your principal will give you at least 2 months of break, 2 months of holidays before the examination. But even if he doesn't give it, then also guys, I'll tell you a study plan whereby we clearly have 500 to 600 hours in our hands before our December 23 attempt. We have this much of time before our December 23 attempt, so need not worry whether we are getting holidays or not. Of course, if we are getting holidays, then that 500 will escalate to 800. That will be a bonus, right? That is perfect. But even if we are not getting holidays for December 23 examination, even then I'm happy. I'm having 600 effective hours of work, study time after work, and that if I utilize well, I'm going to qualify my CMA. Yes, it is possible. First of all, I get messages, all the time. Is it possible to qualify CMA when I'm working in such a short span of time? Of course, yes, it is possible. Of course, yes. I'll tell you a way. I'll tell you how many hours are left, and if you employ these hours properly, of course, you're gonna clear your examination. All right. So, guys, we are sitting in September. Okay. By the time the video becomes live, maybe it will be 4th or 5th September. So I've tentatively taken 29 days. Maybe it's 25 days. That's okay. Okay. So 29 days of September. Then October, we have 31 days of October. November 30 days, and December are of course the exam, so I'm discounting the entire December. Okay, so net if we see, we still have almost 90 days at our disposal. Okay, 90 days at our disposal, and out of these 90 days I'm just asking you to study for 4 hours a day on weekdays, and on weekends 10 hours a day. Weekdays 4 hours a day, weekends 10 hours a day. That's the ratio which I'm expecting you to keep. Okay, so if I exclude weekends from this 90 days, we'll have approximately 30 weekdays. Okay, 30 weekends, approximately 30 weekends. So I am discounting those 30 weekends. So the hours which I have during weekdays will be almost 60 days into 4, 240 hours almost we have on the weekdays, and 340 hours we have almost on the weekends. Okay, weekends means Saturday, Sunday. Weekends, I'm assuming that you can study for at least 10 hours a day. Okay, weekdays 4 hours a day after coming back from office. Yes, I know you will be tired, I know you will be exhausted, but still guys, we have to do it. If not 4, employ 3. If not 3, employ 2. That's all I can say. But yes, we have to work hard towards achieving this target of approximately 240 hours are left during weekdays. Okay, and almost 340 hours are there over the weekends. So 12 weekends, 24 weekends, and 10 weekends of 24 24 days, not weekends, 24 days, Saturday, Sunday including together. Okay, so 12 for November, 12 for October, 24, 10 for September, 34 Saturday, Sundays are there till your examination. Employ 10 hours for each Saturday, each Sunday. Okay, 10 hours during that time, and during the weekdays 4 hours, 3 hours, or whatever you can afford, 2 hours maybe. Okay, still we are left with 240 plus 340, 580 hours are there. 580 hours are still there at your disposal. If you, and forget about 80 also, I'm further discounting it. You clearly have 500 hours at your disposal before your examination. 500 hours at your disposal before your examination. If you employ this 500 hours well, then of course you are going to clear your examination properly. Okay, now what are the key factors that you're going to keep in mind while studying? You cannot afford to cover the entire syllabus because syllabus is vast. Okay, so you have to do selective study, smart study. I'm not advising this for the students who have time. I'm only advising this for the students who are working, guys, because this strategy can fail. Picking, choosing typical topics can fail. So this is not an advice for normal students, the students who are not working. Please close this video immediately. This video is not for you. This video is only for students who are working. Okay, please do an ABC analysis using scanner. I'll give you an example. If you are studying DT IDT, then guys, in DT IDT, out of 20 chapters which are there in intermediate DT, IDT, I can count only 8 to 9 chapters which are important, which come repeatedly in the examination, like 5 heads, clubbing, set off, assessment of various persons. These come regularly in the examination. How do I come to know about it? Scanner. By scanner, Shuchita Prakashan scanner, and in that scanner you will get to know what topics are repeatedly asked in the examination, and focus on those guys topics in this limited hours of 500 hours which you have. Secondly, past examination question papers are very, very important. Sometimes, as it is with numbers, the earlier examination questions are there in the examination. Past examination questions are very, very important. Mock test papers, RTPs have not been released for a long time now, but MTPs Institute is releasing on a regular basis. Do those. I've had instances in my life when I've studied an MTP a day before the examination, an exact question has come in the examination. This has been my experience. Can be your experience too. So MTPs are very, very important. Focus on MCQs, guys, because mandatory MCQs are there. 25 marks out of 100, 25 marks of MCQs. Objective type questions are there. Focus on these. These can really be game changer. Okay. Thrashing technique for working students is very, very important. Just cut down on unimportant or very, very easy topics that you are not going to revise again. Because when you are going to revise your syllabus before the examination, you cannot afford to revise everything. So thrash or just cut all the unimportant parts. How do I know which is important and which is unimportant? Scanner will let you know about that. Okay. Then quick revision, less video lectures, especially for theory subjects. Okay. Now you don't have time to watch full video lectures. So if you are watching full video lectures, you are absolutely doing a mistake. Especially for theory subjects like law. Don't watch full theory lectures, video lectures. Just pick up the book, understand the concept, and keep going on and on and on. Don't waste your time in video lectures. Even for practical subjects, don't waste your time on looking at the entire video lectures. Just pick up the topics that you want to see and see them at 2x speed, and reduce your intake of video lectures now and increase your self-study at this point in time. That is very, very important at this time if you want to give your December 23 attempt. Okay. Split hours based on your preparation. So yes, you have 500 hours. Okay. 500 hours you have to split between 400 and 100. 100 for revision, 400 for preparation. 400 you split between subjects. So if you have 4 subjects, okay, then you might want to give 150 hours for DT, because DT is little lengthy. 80 hours for law. Law is little less lengthy. So 80 hours for law. Costing you may want to give 120. So depending upon your preparation, depending upon your comfortability with that particular subject, you split your hours according to the hours which I have. I have 400 hours. I have to split my entire 4 subjects in these 400 hours only. You have to squeeze those 4 subjects in these limited hours only. So just make a timetable at 400 hours. I'll employ 120 hours over here, 80 hours over here, 150 hours over here, 70 hours over here. And then once you do this split, do a further split chapter wise. Okay. So out of 150 hours, I'll employ say 10 hours on PGBP, 1 hour on assessment procedures, 2 hours on residential status, like that. You split that in your mind mentally or write it somewhere. If you employ these 400 hours well, then this 100 hours are going to be spent very well. Okay. If you have done your preparation well, then revision is going to be a cakewalk for you. And if you employ this entire 500 hours, which are still there for working students till your examination, if you employ these 500 hours well, I can assure you, I can guarantee you, you can qualify your examination, be it intermediate or final. Okay. So guys, all the subjects of final are not difficult. Think about cost audit, think about SPMBM. Not because I teach them, that's why I'm telling you this. But both these subjects would require very less time to study. IDT, very less time there it will require to study. Yes, there are lengthy subjects also. So just split your time according to the length of the subject and try to squeeze in your studies during that time. And it's okay. It's okay if you're not able to, complete all the chapters. If you skip 1 or 2 chapters, this is perfectly fine. No matter, nothing to worry about it. Okay. So yes, this was my study plan, a 500-hour plan for the students who are working. And yes, if you employ this study plan, and not necessarily 4 hours a day, maybe 3 hours a day, 2 hours a day, even if you do this, you'll definitely succeed, guys. You'll definitely succeed. I have no doubts about it. Okay. So yes, that was my study plan for CMA students who are studying. So yes, comment in the comment section below. What will be your strategy for your examination? How many effective hours are you gonna give? And do you believe that you can do it? If you believe that you can do it, comment in the comment section below. Yes, sir, I can and I will. On that positive note, all the very best and Happy studying!